Get your notepads ready. It's time for the Love Power Radio Show with your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great.
What's up, people? It's your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great. It's the Love Power Radio Show, and I want to say to you, welcome to November. It is November the 6th, 2021. We're almost there, the end of the year. Hope you guys are ready to celebrate. There's a lot of celebrations going on. Birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Hope y'all are ready, and let me know which house I can come to, because I already am stacking up on my takeaway plates. Just, want to put that out there, let y'all know I'll come through. If you need me to, I'll bring the ice. Anyway, it's your girl, Miss Mimi. Welcome to the Love Power Radio Show. Thank everybody for tuning in all over the world. As you guys know, we are on iHeartRadio, we're on Spotify, we're on Facebook Live, we on the internet, we all over this place. Thank you all for tuning in, for watching the YouTube channels. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Right? We need some more numbers, so make sure you just share the love with your friends and family. And also, big shout out to the #1 stunner herself, Lisa Danae, for producing the Love Power Radio Show today, being in the background. What's up? I'm a little excited. Actually, I'm a lot excited today because we here in Houston have finally gotten a piece of winter. And as you can see, I pulled out my trusty sweater, and it's colorful. And it's warm, which I absolutely love. But anyway, so I'm excited to have a season that reminds me a little bit of home, which is Arkansas, for those of you who don't know. And it gets cold there. It's been cold there since, I want to say, September or October. So I'm excited to have this cool breeze come through, 50, 60 degrees here in the H. Now, enough about that. You already know, your girl wants to know, how was your week? Make sure you leave your comments. Comment, chime in, talk to me. Lisa's going to put everything up on the screen for me so we can have a conversation. Or if you want to come into the show, just let me know. But I want to know how your week was going. Was it a good week? Was it a bad week? How'd you make it through? If you had some things going on, give some pointers on what you did to make it through. Somebody else may need those notes for their week next week, right? Or something else down the line. So make sure you share. Do not keep it to yourself. We don't go through things just for ourselves. We go through things to be able to help others as well, right? So my week was busy. I do have 2 jobs, so we had that going on, trying to get some things solidified for getting my guests together for the rest of the year, getting holiday plans scheduled, trying to keep my mama in line. It's been a busy week. But it's been a great week. We made it to November, to this day, on this side of the grass. So I'm excited about that. Now, time for hot topics. So I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if I want to dive into this first or not. But I'm going to just say, with the holidays coming through, I'll go first with being safe. Make sure you watch all of your surroundings when you're going out, going shopping, hanging out with your friends. To all my sisters who like to go and hang out, please be safe. Watch out for each other and don't leave anybody behind. I'm an Uber driver. Last night, I picked up a group of young ladies who were going to an after party, and they were given the wrong address. The address that they were given was to a place that had been closed for quite some time. Nobody knew until we pulled up. And even on the way there, I kept trying to tell him, like, I don't think this particular location is still open. Are you sure? Well, yeah, that's the address he gave. You know how you cheering are. And I say cheering because I'm kissing AARP status, right? So anybody under 30, cheerings don't like to listen. And so she wanted to be, kind of wanted to go back and forth with me. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. We pulled up, and of course, the place was dark. They got kind of antsy. I wasn't going to leave them there, but I made them, look up. I started looking up the other location to see if it was actually open. Because now that we're in the era of COVID, a lot of companies close early, if they still exist. And the place that they were looking for was the other location that people had rented out for an after party after the concert that took place yesterday at the festival. Long story short, before they solidified that, oh yeah, that was the right place, we need to go somewhere else, to the other location, she wanted me to drive around the building and make sure we didn't see her friend. And I was like, love, it's dark. Like, there's nobody here. The parking lot's dark. The building, you could see through it, and you could tell that there had been nobody in there for a while. Long story short, ended up taking them to the right place. But my point is, be safe, right? People are not as concerned about your well-being as they used to be, as they were back in my day. So you have to be responsible, and you should be anyway, responsible for yourself. And if you hanging with your girls or with your homeboys, don't lead in with nobody else. It's just not, it's not safe. You can't do it anymore, right? Got them to their place safe. Hopefully they had fun, because it was an after party for the Astro World Festival that took place yesterday. But please, especially in going into the holidays, right? This is the time when people do a lot of coercing of other people to get them to places, and then you come up missing. So be mindful of where you're going, be mindful of who you're dealing with, and please don't leave anybody behind. That is so very important. If you don't have pepper spray, get some. If you don't have ways of protecting yourself, if you don't know how to, take a class. They have classes for that. They have online courses if you don't want to go in person. They do Zoom now. They do, like we do, StreamYard. So there are different ways that you can find information to help protect you and somebody else, so you don't come up missing or a victim of some madness, because people are very cynical now. Make sure if you're going out, check the address, and check it with Google Maps, and make sure that the address that you're going to is valid. Take people, let somebody know where you're going. In the Uber app, as the consumer, you are allowed to send where you're going and your route to someone. If you're feeling uneasy, if you just want somebody to know, hey, I'm in an Uber, this is where I'm going, do it. By all means, do it. Send it to somebody that's reputable, who will be looking out for you, because it's very important, right? Learn how to fight. If you don't know already, learn how to fight. Make sure, like I said, you have pepper spray. Some people like to carry blades. Whatever the case is, make sure you learn how to protect yourself. It is not somebody else's responsibility. It's yours. That's your body, right? If you're going to carry a gun, get the proper information. I know in the state of Texas, they've made it where you don't have to have a license. Get a license. Cover your ass at all points. Get a license, right? That's enough about that. Next topic. But I'll come after these messages. We'll come back with the next topic. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened at the Travis Scott festival last night. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Danae, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Danae and Stunner Radio sent you.
And we're back to the Love Power Radio Show. It's your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those who are just tuning in, welcome. We're just having a homegirl chat today, right? And so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Travis Scott festival that was going on. It started yesterday here in Houston, but because they had quite a few casualties last night, they've canceled the rest of the festival, which, if I'm not mistaken, was supposed to go on today. First of all, really on the prices, $300. Did it? I just want to know. I need somebody to let me know. Did that come with food? Anyway, but on a serious note, prayers for the families of the victims. From my understanding, from several articles that I've read, as the crowd rushed the stage when the concert first started at 9 last night, several people dropped dead from cardiac arrest. There were several after that that were rushed to the hospital in cardiac arrest. The last time I read something, which is early this morning, the total dead was at 11. I don't know what it is now, but the total dead, some of them from being trampled, where people were actually running over people, knocking down people and stepping on them, and some instant cardiac arrest. So prayers go out to those families, because it's a horrible thing. It's one thing to lose somebody and you know that they're passing. It's something else to go to a concert or know just your loved one or friend is going to a concert and hear that they were stepped on like they were dirt. Let's talk about that for a second. My concern, and I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about how people are no longer concerned with the well-being or just concerned with other people, period. There were people who had fallen, because I read several articles, and people that were trying to help them up or help, pull them out of the way, got pushed over. And I need y'all to stop it. It's not that crucial. It's a concert. And from the pictures that I looked at, everybody was able to see, have a view of the stage. So what exactly, I want to know, really, and if you know or know somebody that was there or know what the rush is, to what the purpose in rushing a stage is, let your girl know, because I don't know. I don't even remember rushing stages when I was back in my youth, right? And Boys to Men was on stage. I didn't rush the stage. The stage wasn't going nowhere, and neither were they for at least an hour. So please help me understand that. And then also be mindful. On DeGeneres show, she used to always end her show with "Be kind." What happened to that? Is that a lost cause now? So we're so concerned with getting to the stage and still can't fully get to the stage, or that person that's performing. It was over 50,000 people at the concert. So you weren't gonna be able to get there, and then they had a fence, and then there was the stage, and then there were guards. So you weren't gonna be able to get there anyway. To do what? You're so concerned with that you trample people. I need you to be mindful of what you do to others, because one, it's going to come back to you, and two, how would you feel if that was one of your friends or one of your loved ones? They got trampled. It just baffles me. I remember picking up a group of gentlemen last night, taking them home, and it was 3 of them, and one of them was just really like awestruck, but not in the sense of being happy. He was really kind of distraught at what he had witnessed. And what he witnessed was people running over each other to get to the front of the stage. And it was still, he was just like, I got shoved so many times. I had to make my way to the back of the field because they had the concert and they took over the parking lot. So he said, I had to make my way out of the crowd to the back of the parking lot just so I could breathe, so I could get my anxiety under control, because it was so many people and people didn't care. They were just shoving and pushing and stepping over people and elbowing people. So it's something to be mindful of. I'm kind of have mixed feelings about them canceling it today, because if they allow, if they have this concert again, because it's not the first time Travis Scott has been here. He is actually, if I'm not mistaken, a native of Houston. So I'm pretty sure he'll be performing here again. Who's to say it won't happen again? Right? If I'm not mistaken, it happened the last time he came. I don't know. I don't remember if there were deaths, but there was trampling. There was, shoving and pushing and people coming out injured. That is not what concerts are about. Concerts are about going and enjoying music, getting your dance and your wiggle on with your people, if you're there with your people, or even if you're there by yourself. They're not about trampling people. We're people like they're dirt or like they're useless breaths of air, if you will. So be mindful of that when you are going to concerts that are out in open field, if they even allow it to happen for some time after this because of this. I don't think people think about that. When stuff like this happens, it sets a precedence on whether or not the city, in an attempt to make sure that people are safe, will allow concerts to continue. That's something to think about before you rush a stage. Think about that before you make your next move and decide to step on someone who has fallen instead of helping them up. It only takes a second. It only takes a second. Up next, we're going to be talking about holiday blues, because we are in holiday season. However, there's some people who look at the holidays as though they are a disease or a dis-ease, if you will, because for some it is. Those people who have lost loved ones, have lost friends, they don't have anybody to hang out with or a house to, go house hopping like I used to do when I was in high school. They don't have that. And so holiday blues is truly a thing. Check on your friends. Check on the people you know. Check on the people you don't know too well. Some things to look for in people who are dealing with holiday blues, tension, even in yourself, fatigue, anxiety, stress, and depression. It does happen, and it's something to be mindful of. And there's a number I have here. SAM HSA National Helpline is 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357. And it's SAM HSA's National Helpline. It is a private 24-hour, 365-day helpline that you can call to talk to someone if you're having those feelings, if you feel like your walls are closing in on you, and not even just around the holidays, just period. You need somebody to talk to and you feel like you don't have that in your circle of friends or in your tribe or in your family. 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357. And there's several other places. I'll try to get a list together for you guys and post it on the page that you can call. You can even do an online type thing where you send in information and chat with someone if you don't want your face to be seen or don't want people to know. Just talk, right? People talk about women for always wanting to talk, but talking is so very important to help you release those feelings of anxiety, to release the agitation or the stress that you may be feeling. Talk about it to somebody that you trust. And some things that they listed, actually this was listed on the page of National Alliance on Mental Illness. They listed several things for you to do if you feel like you're feeling, if you're dealing with the holiday blues. Getting sleep. Sometimes that's easier said than done. When I'm stressed, I don't really sleep a whole lot, right? If my anxiety is on 10, trust me, your girl is not sleeping. But when I do, I'm going to get my snore on. Okay? I do snore. Yes, I do snore. Stick to normal routines is another idea they're saying to do, to not make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself. Sometimes we get overwhelmed with Christmas is coming and I don't have enough money to get all the gifts that I want to get for the kids. Well, and I ain't trying to be funny when I say this. You can come for me if you want to. I stand on it. Santa ain't real no way. So, and then this year with all the issues that they claim they're having with transportation, you won't even have to worry about that because not everything is able to hit the shelves and stuff. They're having issues with delivery. So keep your schedule to a normal schedule. Do not overwhelm yourself with what ifs and how comes. Stick to the reality, right? Sometimes reality sucks, but reality is what's going to keep you straight and narrow, and it's going to keep you sane because I don't want to hear about you on the news unless you're getting paid for it, all right? Okay. Another thing was take time for yourself. And I've talked about this before on the show. The power of reinventing, resetting, restarting, redoing you and everything pertaining to you. It says to hang around supportive people. If you hang around a Debbie Downer, chances are it's going to be that much harder for you to pull yourself out of or to get out of holiday blues, right? And so my thing is to make sure to see you in January 2022, that 20 and 22, that we're able to bring in the year together and celebrate and talk about, man, remember that time in 2021 when I did that? So that's what I want to see and hear from you guys next year. I want you to pull through. You know somebody you haven't heard of. You know somebody that's lost someone. We have tons of people who've lost family and friends from COVID or from different things, from pneumonia, from car wrecks, you name it. If this is their first, second, or third, because grief doesn't have a time limit, check on them. Say hi, send a text if you don't know what to say. Good morning, good afternoon, just checking on you, something. Let them know that, hey, I'm here if you need me, right? And go with no judgment, because that could be you. It says to eat and or drink in moderation. Okay. So I'm hoping the drinking, they're talking about alcohol. If you know that alcohol makes you feel even more depressed, then please actually abstain from it. That way you don't have to pull yourself out of the hole. It won't be that much harder to pull yourself out of the hole that you could be in, the darkness that sometimes people feel when they're dealing with holiday blues. Now, the eating in moderation, I'm a roll with it because this is the National Lions, so they've done their research. Eat and drink in moderation. Sometimes overeating does send people into a tailspin, right? For me, around the holidays, I be looking for it. I'm just saying. That's just me. Exercise. And I know exercise can be, people look at it and say, exercise, I don't want to exercise. But even if it's just, it says here, even if it's only a short walk, exercising of any kind creates endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, right? And so, sure, we want you happy enough to do a herky, not necessarily required, but we want you happy enough to make it through the next hour, make it through the next 2 hours or the next day or even the next week, and of course the next month. Because again, I want to see you in January 2022, right? We want to celebrate life. So get some exercise. Take a block, half a block, half a block, half a block, and just breathe, right? Breathing is very essential. I don't know if you guys watch and follow Titan Capri, but that's part of his intro is breathing. And breathing allows for oxygen to move through your blood and to flow properly and freely throughout your body. Take a second. Take 3 deep breaths and see how much better you'll feel. It might not be a whole lot. It's not going to erase everything, but it will help you feel better. They also say make a simple to-do list, which goes back to stick to your normal routines, and make sure that the goals and things that you set are obtainable and they're not something that you have to reach, that are so far out the box that you can't obtain them right now. Is the idea is, again, make it through this hour. Some people have to make it through, just let me get through this hour. In fact, let's break it down even further. Some people, let me get through this 30 minutes. Right? So keep everything as simple as possible. Don't overthink it. Breathe, exercise, even if it is a small a walk, right? And then of course it says to set reasonable expectations and goals for the holidays, visiting shelters, shopping, always a good thing, cooking, sending out cards to other people. And I actually listed visiting shelters. They had a whole list of other things, but I listed visiting shelters because me personally, I've had dark days in my life. I've had times where I felt like I was the only one going through a thing. My brother passed away. I know that there are other people who have brothers that passed, but I felt like I was in that by myself. It wasn't until I started helping other people that it kind of helped ease the heaviness that I felt of losing my brother. My best friend, the same thing. Talking to someone else who was going through something helped me release and feel a lot better, not because they were going through something, not because misery loves company, no, but because I was able to see their release help me release. It's weird, but I promise you it helps. So visiting shelters, or the food banks, to the food banks, they have different lines when you volunteer there. Yes, I've done that too. Where you're either doing non-perishables or you're doing perishables, and you're either putting them in a box to send out, or you're taking them out of the box in or bags when they come in to sort. And then they have some people that actually work in the front to help people that come in to shop and whatnot. Depends on what type of food bank you're in. But food banks, working at food banks, volunteering your time there, volunteering at a nursing home, right? The dreaded nursing home, I'll say that, because when you say that, a lot of times people think, ugh, I don't want to go into a nursing home. It's like old people. Well, yeah. And sometimes those people are dropped off and left. And that's it. So volunteer at a nursing home. If you feel yourself dwindling and missing, go and sit with them and read to them. Sometimes they just want somebody to listen to them talk. Boy, the stuff you could learn though about their lives, right? So nursing homes, shopping, cooking. If you can cook, you can't, don't cook. Let somebody else do it and clean up afterwards, right? For me, eating ice cream is always a thing. I'm just saying. I added that to the list. That was not on the list. Set a budget. Don't overextend for the holidays. Oftentimes we get caught up, and I remember the year that I did that, and it was only one year because it only took one time for me to realize when I got to January, wait, and I was looking for my money. And I didn't have any because $5 here, $5 there, $10 here for this person, $20 here for this person, $30 for me. They didn't. It added up. So at the end of the day, sorry guys, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, actually, I ended up having no money. And so, and I didn't have anywhere to pull it from because I spent in my savings thinking, okay, yeah, I got it. It's coming in, it's going out. So set a budget. How many people you want to spend money for, how much you want to spend, and stick to it so that at the end of the year, and then when you're going into January, you're not looking for funds that aren't going to be there, because you never know what could happen, right? And last but not least, it says to listen to music to relax, which is an absolute godsend that YouTube has. different types of things that you can listen to help you sleep. One of my favorites is 432 megahertz, and that's exactly what the title is. And they have several, but the one that I like has on the front screen, it has stars that are bursting, and I go right to sleep. It's soothing, it calms me, and I sleep really good. And they have some that are set up just to help you sleep, and they're titled "Will Help You Sleep." And they're 30 minutes, they're an hour, they're 2 hours. There's one that's 6. I saw one the other night that was 8. So, and there's a plethora of them. So it doesn't have to be the one that I mentioned, but just go through and start 1 or 2 and see which ones that kind of settles you, and listen to it every night. And then one thing also I'm gonna throw in the morning time, same YouTube, find something that feeds you. I have several that I like to listen to. That one that has Denzel talking. Denzel, it has Denzel, Oprah, Morgan Freeman, which is one of my favorite actors. Just excerpts of them talking about different things and how to handle life and do life, and what to do and what not to do to make life better, so find you something that feeds you and do that thing every day to make sure that you make it. Me, I'm a prayer person, so my dark days, I just need help. My prayer, let me make it 30 minutes is how it started, and it went from 30 minutes. Okay, I made it 30 minutes. All right, let's work on an hour. Put me in the place where I can glean off somebody who's going to help me go forward, or where somebody can glean off me, and then I can see how I impact other people and how important my life is as well as theirs, and we can share that, because your life is very important. I forgot what I was gonna say. Don't get my age. But and so one of the last things that they listed, remember the holiday blues are short term. Take things week by week, day by day, and if needed, hour by hour. And that's all coming from the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And then the number that I listed earlier was from SAM HSA. Let me see if I can find it. National Hotline, 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357. And that's the helpline if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling frustrated, especially going into the holiday season, if you think you have symptoms of holiday blues, if you just need someone to talk to on a line that is open, where your information is confidential, 1-800-662-HELP. It's 1-800-662-4357. And then, of course, you can always Google more. If you type in mental health, they'll pull up a list of those. If you type in holiday blues, which is where I got this from, you will also get a list of different organizations and places that you can call, or even perhaps go in, if that's what your thing is, to talk to someone, so you don't have to deal with this by yourself, because that's the most important thing. Know that you don't have to deal with holiday blues or any type of depression by yourself. You're not the only one, and there are people out there that are rooting for you, and that will help you and want to see you on the other end. I'm one of them. So we're going to take a break, and I'll be back with more The Love Power Radio Show. See you in a minute.
This show is sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. If you're looking for a keynote speaker for your next event, look no further than Miss Mimi of Mimi Speaks, specializing in panel discussions, women's luncheons and conferences, and fashion shows and trade shows. Miss Mimi brings her unique blend of experience and training to make a lasting impression on your guests and clients. With powerful, engaging, thought-provoking topics and presentations, Miss Mimi will provide your guests with meaningful takeaways and life-changing revelations. Also available for red carpet interviews and premieres. Email us today at iammissmeme@gmail.com for booking information. That's iammyssmeme@gmail.com. If you're looking.
And we're back to the Love Power Radio Show with your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those of you who are just tuning in, thank you for hanging out with your girl, for coming through. If you have comments, please post them, and my wonderful producer will put them on the screen so we can read them out aloud. If you don't comment, then I won't know you're there. So say something. I'll take hi. I want to give a shout out to, for those of you who don't know, we're going to talk about me for a little bit. I was nominated for the Bougie Awards that are happening in December 11th of this year. I was nominated along with some other people for Creative Entrepreneur of the Year. Totally over the moon excited. Have never been, I don't think, nominated for an award ever. So this was something new and different and exciting. So I appreciate that nod, because I was in the group with tons of people who, to a degree, I feel like were more worthy of being nominated than myself. And it took me a minute to absorb the fact that I was nominated. I'm looking at all these other people who have thriving businesses and have been in business for a while, and I'm looking at me. Right? So let's talk about the rule of comparison. Don't do it. The rule of comparison will have you living in fear and not moving according to the way that God needs you to move. Everybody is going to be different. Everybody learns at a different pace. Everybody does things at a different pace. Even if you have a boutique, let's talk about that, right? If you have a boutique and somebody else has a boutique, y'all are going to run it differently. Y'all are going to have possibly the same customers and possibly different customers. Everybody can eat off of 10 people having a boutique, right? So do not compare. Don't get caught up in comparing yourself to someone else. It will cause you to be stagnant. For me, it caused headaches. It caused me to shrink and not really put 100% into the things that I needed to do to make my brand better. Because I'm thinking, oh no, they're an entrepreneur and they've been doing this, and I felt some kind of way in the beginning when I was first told, and it took a minute, and I had to realize what you guys don't know, what you don't see behind the scenes when it comes to a fashion show. We got to get nails done. I had to learn how to put on makeup because they don't always have makeup artists there at the show. And then sometimes when they do, we either have to pay, right? Or sometimes the makeup artist doesn't get to us. And I don't put my makeup on like a makeup artist. I put it on like Miriam or like Mimi does. And I like it. I don't know about y'all, but I think I do pretty good, right? And that came from YouTube University. But the point is, don't compare yourself to other people. You are going to be you. I heard somebody say on the TV the other day, you can't be like anybody else and nobody can be like you. Even twins come out the womb by themselves. So from this day forward, make a pledge to you to be the best you that you can be. Not nobody else. You can't be anybody else. You can wear this wig, right? This $9.99 that I got. They did that. But you're not going to look like me. You don't have my face. Right? So be the best you that you can be in what you're doing and give it 100% and then some. And watch what happens. All those dreams that you have had or still have or wanted to have will come true. So shout out to Miss Bougie. Thank you so much for the nod. The award ceremony is going to be in December. I think she started listing all the people who actually won. I haven't seen mine yet, but I'm still going to be in the building to support all the other people who did, because it was an honor to be on the list and just nodded at. That means they watching, right? But next year I'm coming for you. All things Mimi, that's what we're doing right now. My next event is going to be November 20th. I will be hosting the red carpet for the I'm Fearfully and Wonderfully Made fashion show. It's going to be Holiday Inn, 15222 JFK Boulevard, and that's here in Houston from 4 to 8 p.m. So make sure you are red carpet ready. Because if I see you, I'm pulling you to the carpet so you can come front and center and holler at your girl, right? So don't make me call you out. Just come holler at your girl on the red carpet. And then, of course, once the show starts, you will see me on the runway, ripping it up with my model sister girlfriends and brothers. So make sure you come out. That's Holiday Inn, November 20th, 15222 JFK Boulevard. The I Am Fearfully and Wonderfully Made fashion tour is coming to Houston. We're coming back home to Houston. We, even in the era of COVID, have traveled a few places this year. We've been to North Carolina. We went to Chicago a couple of months ago. I think we went to Tennessee this month. I don't remember. But make sure you stay tuned, because I will be posting the list of places that we're going next year. And our first stop next year is going to be Jackson, Mississippi, which is one of my favorite places because I got people there. Hey, y'all. So make sure you get your tickets. We have a few general admission tickets available. DM me because I have them on hand. I have some on hand, or I can at least put your name on the list so you can get in. You know, membership has its privileges, right? And that's the Holiday Inn, November 20th of 2021. That's this year, in a couple of weeks, from 4 to 8, 15222 JFK Boulevard. And then on December 3rd, and I have to put up more information because I didn't put that in my notes, I will be doing a red and purple carpet for an event for domestic violence survivors. But when I get the flyer, I'll post that on my page. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because that's going to be an awesome, awesome event to see those survivors get awarded for the things that they have been able to accomplish this year alone. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And so I'm gonna let the cat out the bag just because you asked, because I thought I heard somebody say something. The 15th. There we go. There's my flyer. Boy, that outfit was everything. Yes, Holiday Inn, 15222 JFK Boulevard. Make sure you guys get your tickets. I Am Fearfully and Wonderfully Made fashion tour. I'm so excited for a split. I'm going to tell you. So I actually started hosting red carpets because of Regina, founder, CEO of Dark Orchid, who is responsible for these tours, called me one day and was like, hey, would you mind hosting my red carpets? And really before that, she hadn't had red carpets. I don't even know what made her do it. What did I do? Because she said, I was praying about it. I was trying to figure out who, and I was calling all these people. And then God showed me your face. And I was like, I don't know what he showed you my face for. Because that means I'm going to have to stand in front of people. And I don't know about y'all, but your girl like to stay in the corner. Okay? Anyway, I said yes when she said that. And I've been doing red carpets now for, I think, 2 years, and have upgraded to actually emceeing fashion shows as well. So if you need an MC for the fashion show, you need a red carpet host, DM me. Or you can always email me at iammissmeme@gmail.com. That's IAMMYSSMEME@gmail.com. And so that's Mimi's Corner. One more quick break, and then we'll be right back with some more information. See you in a bit.
Attention job seekers or anyone seeking a career change. S&S Unlimited is hiring. We are currently interviewing beginners and seasoned tax preparers. We offer tax software, a mobile app that allows your clients to upload their documents, full training and support, and 50 flyers for your marketing. We pay on a profit share basis, meaning we get paid when the client funds. Starting pay is $100 per return. We require you to obtain your PTIN and purchase the tax toolkit, which will give you all the information you need and then some. The price for this toolkit is only $100, but no worries, you will make that back on your first return, even if it's your own. We look forward to working with you this tax season. If you're interested, please give us a call at 409-245-9737. That's 409-245-9737. You can also send us an email at info@squaresandstars.unlimited.com. That's info@squaresandstars.unlimited.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
And we're back to the Love Power Radio Show. I'm so excited when I am looking at these commercials, because these commercials are of the Stunner family and all the different things that we do outside of Stunner, outside of our families, outside of, for those of us who have 9 to 5s or 10 to 7s or 11 to 3s. And some of those who work like Jamaicans, right? We have businesses and we are rocking this and doing this thing. So, and then Stunner's growing. So I'm excited to see that. Guys, make sure y'all stay locked and loaded, because we got some stuff in the pipelines for 2022. Everybody, Stunner in the cities. You have an event and you want the whole Stunner team to come through, booking at stunnerradio.com. Check us out. Stay with us, www.stunnerradio.com. You can always follow us there. You can always click, like, and share on the Stunner YouTube channel. Share. Sharing is caring. So show that you care this holiday season. If you have a holiday event or something you want to advertise, we have holiday packages or packages for advertising available for every pocket and every budget. Again, www.stunnerradio.com/sponsors for that. Got stuff coming up. If you have a book, if you're an author, a new author, or a seasoned author, and you want to advertise on Stunner, if you want your book to be reviewed by myself, DM me and let me know. I'll review it, have you on the show, and talk about it, because I love to read, right? So let's get that done. Let's get you out there. If you have an event and you want somebody to come through, we're the team for it. And I'm appreciative of being a part of this team. So, back to my notes. Coming up next year in March, we have 2 events coming, but the one that I want to talk about the most is Heels and Hot Wheels, that Lisa and I talked about last week. We're still in the building stages, but the title is Heels and Hot Wheels. The tentative date will be my birthday, March 28th, 2022. The location will be announced, but I am looking for licensed or certified female mechanics. If you know a female mechanic that is certified, please, I am missmimi@gmail.com. Send me their information or have them send me their information, especially if they're interested in being a part of the Heels and Hot Wheels car show. Because I love cars. I do. And I know y'all didn't know that. And I know I don't look like it, but that's all Daddy's fault. He taught me about cars, and I've been in love with learning about cars and classics ever since. So I want to bring that to you, bring that to Houston, Girl Edition, right? So, because we can do a lot of things, us females, and I think being a female who loves cars is worthy of having a show. So again, if you know someone, a female that is ASE certified, I am missmimi@gmail.com. Email me their information or send them my email, or you can DM me here, the Love Power Radio Show on Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys there. Make sure you save the date for that. And then also, we are still, for those of you who don't know, Stunner was has been approved for a business loan through Kiva. So, and you can loan as low as $25 to help Stunner build Stunner. And it takes a village, right? So anything above 25, all of it will be greatly appreciated. The post is on Love Power Radio Show page. It's on Lisa Danae page. It's on, if I'm not mistaken, Stunner Radio page as well. So make sure you check it out. If you want the link, hit us up so we can send you the link directly so you can be a part of the loan to help us build. And the beautiful thing that I love about it is it's not a donation. So you're getting your money back. over time. So anything above 25 and over, we greatly appreciate it. As we got some plans. Well, you have to stay tuned to see, but you won't be disappointed, right? Because we are about our voices, we are about our stories, we are about us being heard. So I'm excited that we got this nod for this. Please loan us some money so we can build. You won't be disappointed. Um, think. Oh, so before I forget, if you have a show idea or would like to be on the show, and we have, I think, about 8 or 9 shows now, but if you want to be on the Love Power Radio show, I'd love to have you. Booking at stunnerradio.com is the email to go to. Or you can also, like I said, DM me and let me know that you want to be on the show, what you do, if you have an event, what you have going on, and we can get you on the show. If you want to be a sponsor, if you want to add, www.stunnerradio.com/sponsors. Don't forget, click like and share Stunner Radio YouTube channel. And I would say drum roll, but I don't want this setup I got where it's holding my phone to fall. So other than that, I'd give you a drum roll, but I'm not, because it is almost time for the love notes. And I'm so excited to give you some love and some love notes this week. It's really simple though. It's nothing, pomp and circumstance, and no banners or graffiti is going to come. Confetti, I'm sorry, is going to fall from the sky. No confetti. Might have that for you though for Christmas. We're going to take one more break and come back with the love notes.
Life is better when you are living on purpose, but many times we get stuck in the rat race and in the mundane task of our day-to-day lives, causing most to lose sight of their purpose. That's why certified life coach, inner healer, and business strategist LaFlower Bowie is here to help you get calibrated to your calling through proven systems, techniques, and resources. Order a copy of her book, Principles to Reposition, to assist you with your journey, or schedule a free clarity session to kickstart the journey. After these sessions, clients have stated they found clarity and opened their eyes to things they had long forgotten. So get social and follow LaFlower on all social media platforms at LaFlower Bowie. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, we're back at the Love Power Radio Show. I was writing some notes down. Before we go to the love notes, I just want to give you a snippet of the type of people that we have here at Stunner. So as you saw, LaFlowerBowie.com, or LaFlower Bowie, is one of our on-air personalities, and she has a show, Uncommon Faith, as well as Beyond the Vows with her husband. She is a life coach. We have a travel agent with Lisa the Boss Lady. We have our youngest stunner, I believe, Zoe, has her candle business. We have the CEO and boss lady herself of Stunner. Lisa is a business advocate. I'll say that because I'm trying to get my words. I want to get it in before we get out. And then myself. I host shows, I model, and I'm the founder of Mimi Speaks, where I advocate for survivors of verbal abuse. That is a thing, but that's a whole nother show. So before my time is up and the light goes off in the back, let me give you some love. It's time for the love notes, right? I know you've been waiting on this. So, in lieu of what's been going on, what happened at the Travis Scott, after the Travis Scott festival, I almost said fiasco. My word is simple. Be kind, not only to yourself as you're going through this labyrinth of life, because life is going to throw lemons, and those lemons are going to be old lemons. Those lemons are going to be cooked lemons. They're going to be lemons, right? Curveballs, if you will. Be kind to yourself, because nobody, I don't care what they say, nobody is perfect. Nobody is. And everybody goes through something in their life. However, every day that you breathe, you have an opportunity to change. You have an opportunity to live life better. You have an opportunity to glean from others as well as somebody gleaning from you. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It does matter, because everything that we go through is not for us. And I remember being in a dark place and somebody saying that, and I just was not trying to hear that. But like a friend tells me all the time, nothing is lost. So everything that you go through can be used to help someone else. And sometimes when you have conversations with other people and you hear what they've been through and they share with you stuff, you get to see that what they went through was to help you, that light to click off in your head. So you have something to give. You're still here. Give it. Go out and share you with the world. You have purpose here on this earth. Every day that you awake and have air in your lungs, God chose you. Make it happen. You have the same 24 hours that everybody else has. What you gonna do with it? Do something good and be kind to you and be kind to others. It'll come back to you tenfold. I'd rather be kind come back to me tenfold than me being, I don't know what the word to use, it's several of them, but I'd rather be kind coming back than something else on the negative end. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me and my 10 cents, right? So until next time, tune into the Love Power Radio Show. Next Saturday, we're going to have the CEO and founder of the I Am Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, as well as Dark Orchid, on the show to talk about the tour, coming back to Houston as the last stop, and all the things that she has planned. Because I think she got something planned in December too for the ladies. So make sure you tune in next Saturday, 3 to 4 p.m. Thank you so much for being here today. Love you guys. Have an awesomely wonderful weekend. And don't forget, be kind. Mwah.